What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. We are here with the TST R002 e-bike that I'm going to be unboxing today at the bike shop. This is a 20-inch fat tire 1500 watt e-bike. TST e-bikes sent me this bike out to do an unboxing and review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you guys. If you guys are interested in picking up a e-bike from TST, you can use my discount code STEEEZYFILMZ for $100 off. The link is in the description, as well as the code will be up on the screen. Now let's go ahead and get this bike inside and unbox. Part of the accessories box, chargers probably in here as well. One of my favorite parts about unboxing e-bikes is always taking off all the packaging and stuff. Like, I always look forward to that. Got the seat. All right, let's get this bike out of the box. A little heavy, but not too crazy. Make sure y'all cutting the zip ties and don't accidentally cut a wire, because I've done it before and messed up one of my e-bikes. So all right, guys, we got the TST R002 somewhat unboxed. Now I gotta build it. Throw the handlebars on, I gotta throw the seat on, and make sure everything's plugged up, everything's good to go, do my little minor adjustments, and we should be ready to go take this thing on a little test ride. We got the user manual. If you don't know how to build an e-bike, you're gonna wanna look at this. Comes with a charger, spare bolt, got the pedals. We got tools. If you're gonna be building this bike at home, the bike does come with tools. Everything you pretty much need to build the bike at home. Allen keys, wrenches, screwdriver, everything you need. Got the kickstand, pull that out, gonna need to install that later. And we got the derailleur guard. So I believe this box then is gonna be the headlight. Headlight is pretty easy to install, already has the bolts in there ready for you. These right here is where you're gonna mount your lights to. So this cable right here is already out. So you're gonna take the headlight. There's a little arrow on here. You wanna make sure it matches up with the other arrow, and then plug that in. Before we continue, I wanna see if the e-bike's charged. Usually they come charged, so turn on the power button. See, that says full. Let's go over to here. Yep. Check the headlight. Yep. This bike does have left and right turning signals, but I do have to hook up the C and the other stuff to finish that. So let me go ahead and finish doing that real quick. Now I'm gonna hook up the brake light. There's little tabs in here that you can use as a guide for the cable. Just feed it along it. This helps so the cable doesn't get caught up in nothing while you're out riding. TST e-bikes really made it easy for me when it came to this unboxing. Like, I don't have to figure out where bolts go. They already have the bolts ready to go for you pretty much. You just gotta take them off, put the seat where it belongs, and then tighten the bolts back up. I'm actually gonna use the tool they provided to do this part. All right, guys, got all the bolts on. Seat pretty much would go. So you line it with the holes. I gotta put all these bolts on. It's gonna take me a little bit, so I'm gonna do it real quick. Did want to show you guys just in case any of y'all run into this problem, but I did have to loosen these 4 bolts that I tightened up earlier. I'm gonna tighten the seat bolts first, and then I'm gonna tighten these 4, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys just in case y'all ran into the same issue I did. Loosen those up first before you tighten them. Do the seat bolts and then tighten those. Now, I do understand everyone may not have a 10mm with an extension. You could use the tool they provided, but me using the shop tools helps this unboxing process out a little bit. If you're someone who is not too confident in building your own bike, I would definitely recommend you take it to a bike shop and have them build it for you. You probably just have to pay a little assembly fee. You're gonna need this to install your front wheel. that? Let's turn this thing on. We're about to go for our first test ride. I'm gonna take this e-bike to one of my favorite docks that I love to film on, do a little walk around of the bike, and then hit downtown and do some wheelies and, you know, talk about the bike a little bit just for those who are interested in purchasing one of these TST e-bikes. It's going mode 5 straight to it. So you can pick up the TST R002 for $7.99 on TSTEEBike.com. If you use my discount code STEEEZYFILMZ, you can save yourself some cheese. So take advantage of that. $7.99 for a 1500 watt e-bike is pretty fire. Keep in mind too, guys, I am a 6'5" rider. This e-bike does have a shorter wheelbase. To be honest, like, I'm pretty comfortable. You know, for my height, I am pretty comfortable. I don't really like to do too much with these e-bikes, you know, like, I just like to genuinely go cruise. You know, if I need to run some errands, e-bikes are just perfect for that, especially when you want to go run some errands downtown. You know, with parking, you gotta pay for parking. The e-bike is almost like a regular bicycle. You could just go anywhere and post up. I got my cameraman of the day with me, my boy FLR Jordan. Y'all go follow him on Instagram. E-bikes are also cool for, you know, doing deliveries. And if you're an Uber Eats or DoorDash driver, you know, you might want to invest in one of these. All right, now I'm gonna wheelie it. Now this thing does pass the wheelie test. To do a wheelie, all you gotta do is unplug the brake sensor cable, and that'll deactivate the right brake sensor. The wheelie's like nothing though. Let's go to this dock today. All right, guys, I'm here with the TST R002 e-bike. Let's do a quick walk around of this thing. This is a moped style frame e-bike. It has that moped style cafe racer mix. I went with the matte black colorway that they offer. They do have a few different colors as well. The orange one I think is pretty fire. I actually love the orange one. I should have went with the orange one. It would have popped more, but the black is cool. The black is sleek. This bike has 20 by 4.0 knobby style all-terrain tires. Pretty much good for off-road use if you wanted to, but this bike is good for commuting on the street as well. So the bike has a 1500 watt rear hub motor. This bike is capable of going up to 32 miles per hour, but you have to unlock it. It has a 48 volt battery, which is removable. Let me show you guys how to remove it. So to remove it, you're gonna wanna insert the key and put it on the unlock symbol. And then right here, it has somewhere where you can use your fingers and just lightly pull up. And then put that in, lock it, battery's good. The load capacity on this bike is up to 450 pounds. The bike does come with a Shimano 7-speed shifter and derailleur, and it also has a pedal assist mode. This bike does have 5 modes of pedal assist. The e-bike has anywhere between 65 miles to 100 miles range, but that all depends on what modes you ride in. You can't be riding in mode 5 all day and expect to get 100 miles. Like, no, you're actually draining the battery faster. If you want to have that 100 miles range, you kind of want to be on pedal assist mode the whole day, and you probably want to be on the lowest mode of pedal assist. I would recommend 2 or 3. The bike does have front and rear suspension. I'm not really a big suspension guy, but you know, when you're hitting these bumps in the road, and if you do want to take this thing off-road, like, you don't want your ride to be so stiff. The bike does have front and rear hydraulic disc brakes. The good thing about this bike having disc brakes, it also has a nice rotor on here as well. It has a 180 millimeter rotor, which is some good stopping power to help with this bike, especially if you're going to be going fast. you're gonna want to have good stopping power. So you could have 2 people on here if you wanted. If you have your kid, your girlfriend, your grandma, your mom, you could definitely have 2 people on here, but low capacity is up to 450 pounds. So if y'all backs is huge, I wouldn't recommend it. This bike is a mix of a commuter and just a fun bike to go ride around on. But if you're someone that's looking for something to get to work real quick, or you know, you want to hit the store, or you want to go on a nice little sunset ride, like I usually always go on sunset rides on my e-bike. The bike does have front and rear lights, and it also does come with turn signals. It has 4 buttons up here. You double click to turn on the right turn signal, and you also double click to turn on the left turn signal. Now to turn on the headlight, you just need to hold the button part for like a second or 2, and then the headlight turns right on. The brake light does also illuminate when you press it, so it's pretty good for riding at night. So this bike is nighttime friendly if you want to go on a night ride. Wheelie time. Like I said, you unplug the brake cable. It's full throttle, lean back, and then you just pretty much feathering the brake. If you don't know how to wheelie, I wouldn't recommend this. A little off-road action. Slider. This thing is a lot of fun for $7.99. It's on sale. Hey, but use my discount code STEEEZYFILMZ, save you probably some extra money as well. Uphill, it's doing pretty good. I'm in mode 5 going uphill. I barely have to do work. My legs are literally just floating as I'm going uphill. So yeah, I'm all full throttle. This is mode 4 too. And I'm just literally feathering the brake. And if you know how to wheelie, like, it'll be easy for you, but if you don't know how to wheelie, it's definitely gonna take some practice. Ooh, the water is looking nice today. Beach vibes, man. Uh-oh. Somebody's lucky day. Proposal. It's sketchy. When it's wheeling too, like, you go like 15, almost 20 miles per hour on a wheelie, just feathering the brake.
Let that boy.
So far today, we've been riding for 3 miles. The bike is on 4 bars, and so far, no complaints, guys. This bike is handling everything I'm throwing at it. And I'm not even trying to throw too much at it because it's not the most expensive bike in the world, so you don't want to break something either, you know what I mean? But when it comes to cruising, having fun, catching a vibe, the R002 might be a bike you might want to check out, man. Let's go back downtown and catch some more vibes. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm gonna always pedal my bike, you know, I'm gonna always be a pedal bike guy, but when it comes to chill rides, small rides, the e-bike's where it's at. Getting around fast, the e-bike is just, you can get from one place to another quick. E-bike still got 4 batteries. This thing is chilling, cruising at 20 miles per hour. You don't really want to do too much. We on the billionaire side of West Palm Beach, so you don't really want to draw too much attention. And right now I'm just cruising, literally. It's a nice day, nice sunset. Woo. 23 miles per hour. Let's come to a complete stop. Woo! Boy, the brakes work. Top speed, pedal assist, speed test. I'm in 7th gear, mode 5. 26. Sliding. Can we do a little knee knocker? Oh, hold on, a little knee knocker action. Oh, I'm gonna fall. No space? It's all good. Little uphill wheelie. Still got it. Flying. This thing does whatever I need it to do. Little off-road action. This thing is handling it. Oh, this is fun. Guys, that is gonna be the end of this video. If you guys are interested in picking up the TST R002, I will have a link to the bike down in the description below. Guys, don't forget to use my discount code STEEEZYFILMZ. I want to give a huge shout out to TST eBikes for sending me out this e-bike so I can do a review for you guys. I'm having tons and tons of fun on this thing. Like literally, I'm gonna have to get off this thing because I'm having too much fun. But again, link is in the description. $799, and if you use my discount code you can get a little percentage off. Man, this thing is so fresh, I haven't even ripped off this thing. Fresh. Peace out, guys. Save $100, guys. Use my code STEEEZYFILMZ at checkout. I appreciate you guys for staying tuned through this whole video. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Shout out to TST eBikes.